Hi guys, Rich Page, our Jemison Timber Frame Company, the main timber framer. I want to talk to you a little bit about the Mafell mortiser. I've got a video online that'll show you this cutting out an 8-inch mortise on an 8x8 pine timber, cutting it 3 5/8 inches deep, and you'll see it does it in about a minute and a half. This machine's a game changer. So if you were like me, you have a Makita and you say, holy cow, how am I going to afford one of these? And you say it's not worth it. Well, let me tell you what, it is worth it. I bought this one from the Timberwolf Tool Company. Those folks are great to work with, and this is no less than an awesome machine. So a couple things about this machine that you'll see a little bit different. I made a longer slide here. I was working on some long timbers. The slide that comes with this is about 6 inches, and I wasn't able to reach the area I needed to put a mortise in. So I milled out a piece of aluminum, marked it off with hash marks for length, and so it works well for me. So I've actually left it on there, and it still keeps the cuts parallel to the side of the timber. So that works out pretty good. So that's a little modification I've done. It works well. Another thing to think about is when you're cutting your mortises, you're going to say, okay, how deep is my mortise? Over here, this is where you set your mortise depth. And what I've done is I've cut some blocks. So my mortises I typically cut for 3 1/2. I'm cutting them 3 5/8. I put the mortise, I put the block inside here. I bring it down, touch off on the timber like so. So touch off on the timber, put the block in there, set this jig to the block height. You're done. And every time you do a mortise, the same depth every time, so something to do there. The other thing I wanted to show real quick with the cover off is, hopefully you'll see the chain is black and a little bit oily. This I also get at the Timberwolf Tools, the spray-on lube. And just like a chainsaw, you have to keep your chain lubed or you're gonna wear out your bar. And these things are pricey. So every day before you go to use it, you wanna be putting a coat on the back side, top and bottom back side, on the teeth, and on the front side, same as the back, in these grooves here. Give it a good coat. Check your tension. You'll see how this tension is about like this, and that's about where you want it. If you're using it a lot, it heats up. You may find that your chain changes size a little bit, so you may have to make your adjustment here for your chain. If your chain's too tight, when you run it, for instance, like watch how this will stop. It stops on its own without too much tension. If the chain is too tight, you'll see that it will come to an immediate stop and you'll know your chain's too tight. So something to think about. So a couple things, game changer. It cost a bunch of money, but if you're working in the shop making some timber frames, this will pay for itself in no time. It's a back saver, game changer, and you get a high quality product coming out of it. If you're gonna set your depths, consider using some blocks. Makes it easy. Now all your depths are always going to be consistent. Keep your chain lubed with some lube, and you're ready to do some mortising. If you're going to do some deep mortises in 10 by 16, 10 by 18 timbers where you have to reach across, consider making yourself a guide that's longer than the one that comes with a machine. All right, Rich Page, thanks for watching.